You know, athletes really need to listen to their bodies. Unfortunately, Tyrese Halliburton suffering a tear Achilles tendon, which is the Achilles is ramping up in the NBA, but I digress, right? The reason why you need to listen to your body is because the narrative now is like, oh, he gave it all on the court, and now people can use that against him, right? Like if he would have sat down, they say, oh, he would have never get hear the end of it, and blah 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 blah. Well, my counter argument to that is that what if he would have sat down or even came off the bench and his team would have won? Maybe he would be able to provide more support that way because then they're playing for him now, right? Or he has like a limited role, but he's being able to be more of a on the court coach or an extension of the coach. And I get it. They get paid like millions and millions of dollars to play a sport, and a lot of them play injured and play through injuries. And this is nothing new in the NBA or sports in general. But my overarching issue is when I look at it at a holistic level, it's like whenever there's pain in your body, is a sign that something is wrong, right? And I know it's the playoffs and it was like literally the last game. I understand all of that. But at the same time, we like to talk about analytics, but why haven't you looked at the analytics of this specific injury, which is a very terrific injury that has happened no, recently in the same playoffs twice already with Tatum and Lillard? And I feel like they should have taken this more serious and be like, okay, look, we have to win a championship, and but you have this lower calf strain. Statistically speaking, this has a chance to become an Achilles tendon rupture or something. You know what I mean? I'm really big on listening to your body because I feel like if athletes did this more, they would actually be more healthy during playoff time. But of course, that's just me saying it. I'm not an athlete. I don't get paid millions of dollars, right? I'm just somebody that likes to work out, exercise, and understand how the body and the mind works. And sometimes we all want to go David Goggins mode and say, "Fuck it, you can rupture all my tendons, and I'm still gonna do it." But man, sometimes you don't have to go that way. You know what I mean? Especially, I hope that he recovers. I don't hope. I know he's gonna recover. I'm not gonna hope. Fuck hoping, right? He's gonna recover. But it's sad because we all know the Isaiah Thomas situation where he fractured his hip and he never got the Brinks money that he wanted. And he also played after his sister died. Very emotional game. I don't know. I think he dropped like a career high that game. He's got a lot of. He was bawling. He was crying and bawling. And the league, unfortunately, even though they pay you millions of dollars, they don't really care about you if something happens. They're like, yeah, I could just replace you with somebody else and probably be cheaper. You know what I mean?